YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing my newest movie review on the latest Disneyplus original movie, A Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas, Cabin Fever. And this movie is basically about Greg Heffley and his family getting snowed in and trying to survive the snowstorm and getting their holiday spirits up. And after watching this movie, it's actually a sequel to the animated movies that we've seen on Disney Plus throughout the past like 2 or 3 years. And I gotta tell you, this movie was okay, but somewhat not okay. It is a really good addition to the Christmas, to like the holiday season and everything that's going on now. But I didn't exactly enjoy it, but it was still pretty funny. It had a few funny parts here and there. And it was a blast. It was a blast. Especially if you're a fan of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. You're gonna enjoy this. You're definitely gonna enjoy this. So let's start with the positives and negatives. First off are the positives. Greg Heffley learning the true meaning of Christmas. That is something that everyone needs to understand. Like, it's not really about what you give for Christmas. It's about what you give. And Greg learns that when he honestly sees his family his family, even though they do aggravate him, he still loves them. I can't really spoil the rest of the movie for you guys because honestly, I don't want to go into spoilers. That's a promise. But it is a true message for sure. It's not about what you get, but what you give. And it's about spending time with the people you love, because treasure every moment. Greg learns to treasure every moment with his family because that's what really matters. That's what really matters, because life is short, people. You gotta make every moment with your family member count. And Greg learns that in this one. Another positive I have is that, I'm sorry, I'm lost in thought, guys. Another positive I have for this movie is, the animation for this movie. It's really good, and I love how they're going down this road to animation for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, because the live action movies, the first 3 were okay, but the last one, live action one, it wasn't really good. But seeing that they're going down the animated route for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies now, it's perfect. Again, I know I said this in the past Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie reviews. This is definitely the way to go. They should have just started with animation instead of the live action adaptations. This live action adaptation of A Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas is perfect. They don't ever have to change it. Just stay with the animation instead of live action. Perfect thing to do, for sure. Another positive I have is like the way Rowley is just still Rowley in this movie, Greg's best friend. He is super funny. He honestly is just a cute little kid, along with Fregley. Of course, Fregley is still Fregley, creepy, weird, and does crazy weird things at times. Sorry, guys. He does crazy weird things at times. And it's odd. It's really odd. At times, because Fregley is just one of the most creepiest characters of all time. He honestly is just someone you want to avoid. And another positive is the story. It's really good, but it's really good. Some ifs here and there, but it was still funny. It was somewhat funny and entertaining and okay, okay to like wrap your head around at times as well. You definitely get invested in the story as well. And there are some parts of the story that you will just want to like move away from as well. I almost fell asleep on most parts, but it was still funny, especially with Manny Heffley the baby. Of course, he does just some cute things and still funny and still weird slash funny at the same time. He's still a cute baby. And that's it for my positives. On to the negatives. The one negative I didn't like is that like at the first half of the movie, we already know like they get in some sort of trouble. Then as the movie progresses, like they go to like the next part of the story, and I gotta say, the first hour, the first like few minutes or hour of the movie, they were bland, they were boring. It kind of almost lost my interest. I really think it could have been better if they just really did their best to capture more interest in like this Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas movie. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It was just bland. Another negative I have is, well, that most of these characters, like aside from the Heffley family, they were just boring. I think if they just made sure to have more interesting characters instead of Greg, Rowley, and a few of the other main characters, that would have been a whole lot more better. Because if they did that, I would have been fine with it. Because I'm a huge fan of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. Uh, a Diary of a Wimpy Kid animated movies. I mean, the, and I think it was just this one was just plain. It didn't really appeal to me. Seeing different characters, seeing these different characters, it could have been better if they added a whole lot more characters in that were interesting and appealing. To be honest, I really do see that. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to my rant. A Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, Cabin Fever. It's okay, but at the same time, it's not okay. I really do believe this was meant for the younger audiences, like kids, like the kids, and it just really wasn't enjoyable as I thought it would be. I really do wish that they could capture the hearts of like older Diary of a Wimpy Kid fans, because this one, I think it just needed a whole lot more work. Some of the scenes really didn't interest me, and I think they really were just boring and bland. But like I said, the first hour, it just basically talks about Greg and Rowley getting into mischief like they always do, and it wasn't really that fun. I think they honestly needed some work on like the first half of the movie, in my opinion. But it's still a funny, interesting Christmas movie. Especially there were some scenes with Manny the baby I cannot get into, but you will have to see for yourself if you own Disneyplus. Definitely go see it. Definitely watch it on there. But it's still a fun family Christmas movie for everyone who loves Christmas movies. You all are going to be so surprised, especially the younger audiences who love the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Everyone will be excited, intrigued, and really just excited and bland, and have a fun time with it in their own unique way. But all in all, guys, this is just one of those movies that everyone is just going to be okay with, but at the same time not okay with. I believe it still needed work. I don't get me wrong. I love the Diary of a Wimpy Kid animated movies, but this one I really couldn't get interested with. But it still had a good meaning to it though. Always spend time with your family around the holidays because again, life is short. Always make sure they make every moment count around the holidays because that's what really is important. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever definitely delivered on that message for sure. I loved it. I really did love it. I really did love it so much. And that's it for my rank, guys. On to the rating. I give A Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever a solid C. A solid C. Hope everybody can see it. Unintended. Because it just wasn't as fun as the past animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies were. It did deliver on a good message, like I said before. I think if they honestly made this movie more fun and exciting for all viewers everywhere, it would have been nice. But instead, they didn't. Again, the first half of the movie was kind of boring and bland. I really wasn't invested in it, as along with some parts of the film. But I think they needed to work on this movie a whole lot more and make it more intriguing for every single fan that's a Diary of a Wimpy Kid fan. If they did that, I wouldn't have no problems. But all in all, for the younger kids who want to see this, for sure go check it out. Have a fun time watching it and enjoy yourselves. But as for the older audiences, if you don't like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and you're still a fan, I definitely recommend skipping this. You are probably just not going to get involved with it and invested as well. And that's it for my movie review, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below on what you guys thought of A Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever, and subscribe because my goal before the end of this month is to reach up to 500 subscribers, guys. Help me reach that goal, and it would mean a lot if you guys could help me. And share with everyone you know. And press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless. See you guys. Peace.